Look at that sunrise. Isn't it beautiful? Sun is rising. And so am I. Up with the sun this morning. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully you are having an awesome day. I'm hoping to make it one. Man, look at that. Isn't that just quite a long day of work, like I think I mentioned yesterday. Man, hang on, I'm all out of focus. Yeah, have a little bit of day of work, have a little bit of a day of work ahead of me. Going to Las Vegas, pick up a new student, bringing him into the program, and getting him all set up for success, and then coming back into town, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a little bit jumpy today just because I'm gonna have, you know, a big 12-hour work day in the middle of all this. How do you like these sunglasses? It's been a little while since I've worn these sunglasses. It's been like 2 weeks. This construction stuff's coming along pretty well. You can see where the road's gonna be down there. It's just gonna be funky. I don't know. I can't see it yet as far as like how it actually makes sense. I can see where they're gonna put the road in, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. Alright guys, so here's a question I get pretty often actually, and that is, how did I get into photography and videography? You know, I've always loved holding the camera and capturing things, and getting it in a little bit of a different way than most people might. When I was younger, quite a bit younger, you know, I don't know, 10, 12, 10, 12 years old, my older brother, Chris, he rides BMX, and he used to ride all the time. And I never really got into, you know, any major riding at all. He would do freestyle, dirt jumping, stuff like that. I never really got into riding too much. I liked riding quads, motorcycles, all of that stuff, but I never really got into the BMX stuff. But I would tag along. I wanted to be a part of his life. I wanted to be a part of, you know, that social circle. I enjoyed being around those people. So I picked up a camera and I would ride my bike with them to the locations where we would be jumping, or where he would be jumping, and I would hop off my bike and I would film all day. And we ended up making probably like 4 or 5, yeah, at least 4 or 5 like actually edited together videos. And yeah, I was always into just like capturing things in a little bit of a different way. I remember having the tripod set up in the motorhome on this road trip that we were doing. Had the tripod set up and had the camera facing forward through the windshield of the motorhome. And my dad was driving the motorhome, and he kind of, you know, giggled at it. And I was like, yeah, I'm taking a video of the road. For like 30 minutes, I was sitting there filming the road. And then in the final video, because this video was about a road trip that we took, going to like 6 different places in Southern California to jump BMX, to do BMX. And so I ended up filming the road for like 30 minutes in between every place that we would go, including like arriving at that destination or whatever. And then I would time lapse it, speed it up like crazy to like 2,000%, and you know, get us driving to the next place. And so it made a lot of sense in the video. And you know, that was something that, you know, I think I was 14 years old or 15 years old when we were filming that one. So just, you know, fun things, fun ways to capture these things so that they make sense. And after that, I kind of got out of it a little bit. I still was taking pictures all the time of different stuff, but, you know, never really had a good camera at all. So, you know, taking pictures, but just struggling to get good ones with the setups that I had. And I was super into RC, remote controlled planes and trucks and cars and boats and all that stuff. And so I would play around with the RC stuff, and then about 1.5 years ago, I figured, you know what, I love flight, I love RC, I wonder what it would look like from the vantage point of an RC plane or helicopter. And then the DJI Phantom 3 was on sale for a really good price, and so I bought that drone so that I could see what things look like from a different vantage point. So I bought that drone, and then the first few videos that I uploaded on this YouTube channel were strictly shot with the drone, with the DJI Phantom 3. Then I wanted to do the Sand Sports tag video, which I'll put a little thing up here. And I didn't have a handheld camera, so I borrowed one of my dad's older video cameras, digital video cameras, and used that, and then kind of made a makeshift Steadicam out of a tripod just so that I could get a little bit more stable shots lower to the ground and all that stuff. Used the tripod and got these shots, and I was like, okay, now I need something else, need another camera. And so then I got the Sony Nex 5T, which is what I'm actually vlogging on right now. I use that as my daily vlog camera. And I also got a couple of GoPro cameras. And so that's kind of how it started out. Just you know, filming like that. Now I'm getting into some bigger cameras and better cameras for more cinematic stuff, and trying to just get better and learn new photography tricks. I've gotten the slider, and I've been practicing a lot with that since I posted that video that I will also link up here. I've just been having fun, but I just rolled up here to work, so I got to get going on that stuff. So we'll see you in like 12 hours. Oh, well, it is a little chilly today. Even had to put on a sweatshirt. And it's breezy. I don't know, it's just kind of cold. Okay, so I got a fun little update as far as the fitness goes. So put on my pants today, put on my belt, tightened it up to the normal notch, which, by the way, at the beginning of the fitness deal 3.5 weeks ago, I almost went up a notch because the notch that I was using on my belt was so tight. But went to the normal notch, which 3 weeks ago was tight, really tight, and go walking out the door, and my pants are falling down. And so I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to tighten this up to the next loop, the next hole. And sure enough, I cranked it over, and it went in, and it feels great. It doesn't even feel tight, which is awesome. In the last 3.5 weeks, I've gone down at least 1 inch in the waist, in the hips at least, where my pants sit. And it's awesome. But yeah, officially down a belt size. Amazing. I feel so good. You know, stuff like that. Seeing my face in these vlogs, you know, looking at my shadow and seeing my shadow from like a profile shadow, putting on my belt and having to tighten it up an extra loop. All of those things are, you know, just making me so happy, proud of myself. I feel accomplished. There's no question that this road is longer than a couple of weeks, and that there's higher goals than just going down 1 belt size or you know, losing a little bit of weight. It's more than that. It's getting healthy. I feel better. I feel like I have more energy. I'm not out of breath all the time just from getting up and walking a little distance, you know, a little ways. I can get out and go hiking a lot more vigorously like I used to and not get so winded. My breathing isn't as strained. You know, so many differences that are happening, and I count every single one of those as a victory, a triumph, and a success. It's crazy because a month ago I had no hope. You know, I had no strength. I had no resolve to change anything, to do anything about my health and my weight and my energy level, all of that stuff. I had no reason, I guess. And the way that I am right now makes me look back on me a month ago and laugh. Because yeah, it's difficult. You know, it's a hard road and all that, but it's not as hard as what I was making it out to be in my head. It's a lot easier to just do it than it is to be thinking about it and to, you know, just screw yourself up in the head. You know, and honestly, I think that's part of being human, and it just comes up every time we have something difficult to do in our lives, that in our heads it's way more difficult than it is to just do it. We talk ourselves out of doing so many good things and great things and healthy things because we make them out to be these massive monsters that we have to slay with a Q-tip. It doesn't equate over to how the journey actually looks and how, you know, how strong we are, how much determination we have at our disposal and that we can utilize every day. You know, again, I've said this a few times, but again, if you are feeling like there's a change to be made in your life, then just start doing it. Don't think about it anymore. You are going to build that change into this gigantic fortress with a dragon in it to slay when it's going to feel like walking up a steady hill. You know, not saying that it's easy, not saying that there's not sacrifices to be made along the way, but those sacrifices are a lot easier to make if you're just making them, and if you're just doing it. When you think about it, you know, and you get into your head, then, you know, you've lost before you even start. So whatever it is you want to accomplish, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your goals are, just start doing it. Stop thinking about it. Just make it happen in your life. Focus on it and do it. Plan it out and make it happen. Don't spend all your time thinking about how huge of an undertaking it is. Alright, so Jasmine and I are just coming out of the desert, heading back into town. Have a few more things to do for work, and then I'm heading home. This day is going by pretty quick, not gonna lie. Just got finished up at work at the office, hanging out, doing stuff, work things, you know, doing it to it, day in, day out, the daily grind. Oh my gosh, are you serious, Colorado? Okay. So I get it, people who live up in the frigid north, you gotta go somewhere during the winter time. A lot of you guys decide that you want to come to St. Jeezy. Okay, all you snowbird people, you are welcome to be here. Just please do me a little tiny favor, stay off the roads, okay? You ever get that feeling? You ever get that feeling that you're doing your best and your best just ain't good enough? Yeah, that's what it's like for the snowbirds, okay? All you snowbird people, you just hopping on the roads and you're like, I'm doing my best, I'm doing my best. Yeah, well, you're causing accidents. Big day at the park today. Big day at the park. All these kids out there playing soccer. They got flag football, croquet, bocce ball. America, you've been lacking in professional bocce ball teams. Well, here in St. George, they're fixing that problem. So heading home. I guess I don't have a kid there, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Probably just sit and sulk, find something to entertain myself with. There she goes with that vent again. So kind of a fun story for today. The wilderness program that I work for is looking to update the photographs in their pamphlets, websites, all that stuff, and create a couple of little short videos to showcase kind of what the program is about. And they came to me and asked me if I would do these videos for them and these pictures for them. How sweet is that? I gotta be honest with you guys, I am super stoked about this. To be honest, I guess I'm kind of terrified that I'm gonna screw it up, or that I'm not gonna get any pictures that they actually want or shots that they want. But man, I am excited about this though. You know, it's gonna be so much fun. There's gonna be a lot of different elements that I'm going to be shooting. There's going to be you know, stuff with the drone. There's going to be handheld stuff. There's going to be things, you know, people, landscapes, nature, all kinds of stuff that's going to go into these little promotional videos and photographs. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't nervous about being able to capture all of these facets all in one project. But I am confident that individually I can do them all. My hope is that I can do a good enough job putting all of these things together and compiling them in a way that is you know, professional and useful to the company as a whole, to promote their brand and the program in general. So really excited, kind of nervous, and really excited. Okay, now on to home. Jasmine, leave the vent alone. Funky dog. Just chilling out here, enjoying a gorgeous sunset, guys. Look at that. This is what I do. I just sit out here for like hours. That's how I get my time lapses in, and I get to sit and enjoy a gorgeous view while I do it. So I'm just gonna sit back, watch the rest of the sunset right here. You have poop on your shoulder.
Where?
There and there and there. Oh, you turned right into my finger. Sorry. Is this for the party in Cali?
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island. What's the theme of the party? Is Gilligan's Island the theme of the party?
No, it's old time television. We wanted to be Mr. and Mrs. Howell, but
Oh, the rest. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How you could do a show with about 7 people on an island and throw 2 of them out, I have no idea. But that was the way it was, and it was nothing we could do about it. We were very upset by it.
we could totally be Anne the Rest and make a big deal out of it.
So your costume is going to be Anne the Rest? Well, then you have to be dressed in black and white.
Oh my gosh, I used to watch this every day.
Oh, Skipper too.
Seriously, that's hilarious. We gotta make a huge deal out of that.
Guess what?
You're pregnant.
Yeah, opposite actually. I'm down a size and a half. I had to adjust my belt
Good job.
to the next rung.
Good job. High five.
Alright guys, pretty much wrapping up my day right now. As you all know from a couple of days ago, I've got a lot of really long work days in a row this week. So I got to get to bed early tonight so that I can get up early tomorrow morning and start it all over again. But you know, exciting things today, feeling great about myself, about the progress that I'm making on this fitness challenge. I'm also really excited about the opportunities to take pictures for the company that I work for in the next couple of weeks, and you know, that whole process, it's just going to be such a neat opportunity for me, and a big growing experience, I think, a learning opportunity, which I love. I love the opportunity to try out new things, learn and grow and improve myself. So I know not a lot of really fun stuff today, but I hope that you were able to enjoy this vlog. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me today out of your busy lives, and hopefully it's worthwhile. Hopefully there's something that's going on in my life that relates over to you guys, and that you're able to pull strength and determination to accomplish the things that you want to do in your life. And that's about it. So we will see you tomorrow. I appreciate your support of us, and if you guys feel like there's anything that you want me to talk about, maybe something that you're going through in your life that I maybe have experienced or gone through myself that I can talk about, please throw that in the comments. Also, any questions that you have about me and my life, feel free to ask those in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer them. I do my best to answer every comment that comes my way, so keep them coming. Also, remember to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel so that you can stay current with us, and we really appreciate that. Alright, so until next time, make it a great day, everybody. Peace out. Good night.